Live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Sept of the Howling Winds San Diego werewolf venue. This scene set likely near the cub cabins because the characters are both cubs, and cubs do cub things when cubs are around other cubs because they're cubs. This scene, Kate wants to talk to Desiree, so that's where we will begin.
So Kate has been actually spending just about every night sleeping next to Desiree in the same teepee or whatever. Just there. She doesn't expect anything from her. She's just there. And so she's, finally approached Desiree and asked to speak with her just one-on-one about a few things. So I'm going to assume that they are in the teepee alone? Yes?
Sure.
Cool. So Kate will just sort of fidget with her hands a little bit.
Did you roll your nightmare yet? I said scene 2, sorry.
Yeah, I was just rolling.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god, thank you. She is good. She is solid. 3 9s and a 1. She's solid.
She is definitely solid.
So she just fiddles with her hands. How are you?
I feel better. It's almost like a weight's kind of been lifted. There's still a lot of pressure, but there was like almost this crushing weight on the inside before.
She
And
nods. It seems like she understands.
and now whatever the difference is between being here and out there, I'm not seeing that man's face in my dreams anymore.
That's really good. I'm sorry that you ever had to go through that.
Yeah, well, we don't get to choose where we come from in life.
This is like the first time that Desiree has actually seen Kate like even chuckle or whatever, but she does. Boy, don't I know that. I asked to speak with you because I feel like I was wrong. And I feel like some other people were wrong. I want to explain something to you. And she just sort of smiles. Very non-threatening demeanor.
She looks slightly confused, but nods. Okay. What's up?
After we cleansed you, Cole turned to you and told you that you better be worth it. I was in such a place that I agreed with him right then, but I don't agree with him anymore. And I feel like you deserve to know. And she takes a deep breath. That he chose to die for you, and that already makes you worthy. You don't have to prove yourself because he already thought you were worth it. And I won't diminish the sacrifice he made. And instead, if you'll let me, I would like the chance to help you become who you want to be. If you don't want my help, that's okay. But Alex wouldn't want you afraid. He wouldn't want you thinking that you don't belong here if you can't be good enough. I want to help you feel like you are, because you are.
She nods slowly, like she's taking in new information and she's kind of processing it. I never really thought about it like that. That does make sense, though.
She nods quietly and just sort of brushes her hair behind her ear.
I know there's a lot that I am still way behind on. Um, since Dazzles only came out for like an hour or so a day, and I couldn't come out here to like learn all the other stuff, let alone the my moon jobs or whatever stuff.
She nods. Yeah, it can be rough trying to get your feet on the ground here. But there's a lot of really great wolves. A lot of really well, I've only truly met one kinfolk, but I can tell you that he's pretty great.
She smiles. I met a few staying out with them, but they were nervous. They were scared, you know?
Yeah, I do. I can imagine how scary it must be to be a kinfolk just surrounded by, well, us.
When I heard them talking in whispers, they didn't realize I was there. A lot of them saw me as one of the bad guys. I guess some other Garou had said stuff that I shouldn't even be alive, that they should have just killed me in the first place, and that was hard.
Yeah, I I did not come from a very good place either. And there were people who thought that I was going to be dangerous too. I really understand where you're coming from, Desiree. I just want to be here for you. I know that I'm not lefty, but I would really like to try.
I'd prefer if you just try and be you.
She smiled.
Something I've learned with the loss in my life is you can never replace somebody who's gone. You can take up their jobs. You can fill in doing the work that they did, but you'll never fill the hole in people from that loss.
She nods. I don't expect to.
So
No,
I'm just going to try and be the best me that I can.
she smiles. Good. Me too. I just want you to know that it doesn't matter to me who you don't have in your corner. You have me in your corner. At least, I think that's the right way of using that saying.
It sounds right. Um, you're saying that like you're on my side and stuff.
She nods.
And yeah, I think that's the right saying.
If you ever need help with anything, or anyone just to talk to, I'm here.
Do you know how to start a fire? Like a campfire? Because I've
She,
been trying to figure it out, and um, Binary had sent me this video showing like rubbing sticks together, but rubbing sticks isn't doing anything for me.
she smiles. Yeah, um, Lefty taught me, so I can definitely teach you. And what I don't know or don't remember, I'm sure the Google website can fill in for me.
Google has like a lot of weird things. Like a lot of weird things.
It it truly it has more information than any one book I've ever read. Did you know that you can roast a bee and ground it into flour? I found that out last night through the Google website.
Roast a bee and grind. No, I didn't. I thought flour was made from flowers.
Well, apparently not. Um, I even found out that in China they use them to cure sore throats, just eating bees. Bees have a lot of protein, apparently.
Okay.
She shakes her head. I don't know why anyone would want to put one in their mouth or why anyone would think it cured anything. But
Um,
she just sort of shrugs like, I don't even know, dude.
I got stung by a bee once. That was not pleasant. Like I had this large, like massive, like red spot and like this sharp little thing that I couldn't grab with my fingers to pull out. It hurt.
That sounds awful. Why would anyone put something like that in their mouth?
They like hurting, I guess. I don't know.
She shakes her head. I wouldn't have the first clue. Perhaps sometime soon we can sit down and build a fire. And have you ever made s'mores before? She looks just sort of a little bit sheepish.
S'mores. Is that like some sort of special store or something?
She shakes her head. Actually, it's one of the most delicious pieces of food I have ever tasted.
Then I don't think I have had s'mores.
It is so. I know this is going to sound strange. You take a stick that you have sharpened
Okay.
and you put a marshmallow, which is a white ball of, I think, sugar fluff,
Okay.
on the end of that sharpened stick. And then you put it in the fire because sugar burns. But the marshmallow will puff up and then you have to make sure that it doesn't set itself on fire because that's really hard to blow out or wave out. And she sort of like makes a motion. She's frowning. She shakes her head. But then you put it on a graham cracker and it's all melty and gooey. And the warmth from the marshmallow melts chocolates on the graham cracker, and then you eat it like a sandwich, like a sugar sandwich.
That sounds so strange. How did you come up with that?
I don't know who came up with it, but trust me, it's brilliant.
All right. Yeah, we can definitely try that when we make the fire. Maybe Dazzles can join us or something when we do it.
She nods. Yeah, I would really like that. I want you to feel welcome here. This is your
Thank
home.
you. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to that. I'm not used to, you know, like having a place that I'm wanted. Growing up, I mostly felt like they were keeping me because they had plans for me.
She sort of frowns.
Like I was just a means to an end.
And I'm sorry that anyone ever made you feel less worthy than you are. You deserve to be loved, have a family as much as anyone. More so, sometimes. And if you'll accept us, I know that we would love to be that family for you.
She smiles softly at that and nods. I'd like that.
She nods and smiles back, and she takes a step towards Desiree. Like her demeanor is, I would like to hug you, but I'm awkward.
She won't stop her. She'll let her do it at her own pace.
So she hugs Desiree. It's a little bit awkward at first because she's not like, and it's, I hope, like, I don't know if Desiree can tell, but it's not, it doesn't seem to be about her. It's about the action of like human skin to human skin, like Ahmed skin to
Okay.
Ahmed skin. But she
Okay.
does want to like hug her and stuff, so she does. It's just a little bit awkward.
And hug her back, Desiree does.
I have some business that I have to do, that I have to attend to with Dazzle's Raya. But thank you for talking with me. I hope that I haven't been intrusive in wanting to sleep next to you and keep you company.
Not at all. I welcome not being alone.
Kate will nod, just sort of this look on her face like, I get you.
Being alone is scary.
It really is. It can make you feel really sad.
Yes, it can.
It's not always a bad thing, but it can be.
Dazzles Raya said that we're wolves, so while some time alone can be good for us for the humaner part, um, we are wolves and we're social creatures, so we need to be around others.
She nods. I'm. That's definitely something I've learned since arriving here.
Okay, well, if you got stuff to do with her, you probably shouldn't keep her waiting, though.
She nods. As long as you're okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. So are you.
She smiles. You will be okay. I have faith in you.
And she will let Kate head off.
Yeah, she'll walk towards the direction of the cub house with the intent of speaking with Dazzles. She'll Desiree will see her taking out her phone, and Kate's just texting Jesse. Not that Desiree will know that, but still.
And Desiree will sit there still trying to get these two sticks to make fire, but it does not work. And that's where this scene will end. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.